No, one of my like favorite one of the like lines it's like you don't really notice is when he's telling the story about how when they were at that party she cheated on him, but then those two guys ended up in the room together.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Do you know what they end up doing now? They herd sheep." Like Randall just says like this really low line, like you barely hear. He's like, "They sell sheep. They herd sheep."
What's his name? Sang, as in past tense.
Sang.
That's the fucking. I don't know why, but I love like fucking Sang past tense. What is he? An Asian design major?
Asian drum major. Oh shit! This part's great.
Is it?
This is
great?
yeah. No, this part's fucking awesome.
Is it safe?
Is it safe?
Is it safe? It puts a lotion on the skin and puts it in the basket.
Becky and I went to.
Why are you guys like the show, like the movie?
Becky and I went to a carnival recently, and there was a big Ferris wheel, and all I could think about was, do you guys have any Band-Aids? Do you have any black tar heroin?
Actually, they're called adhesive strips.
Yeah.
No spine of jello here.
Oh, this
Already
fucking boss
made a
fight.
Star Wars reference.
This guy.
Is he in a giant blender?
It's Wonder Blender.
He's pretty much in a giant blender, yeah.
Wonder blender.
But no, wait till you see the little guy
Wonder
driving
Blend.
it. Look at him!
What the fuck?
He's a little buggin'.
He's a little fucking. That's so weird.
His name is Wanna.
He sounds like no shit. He sounds like Baxter Stockman.
Yeah, I know. I think that's the point. I literally think that's the point.
Okay.
They sounds like Baxter Stockman from the fucking Turtle Show.
I mean, it's pretty good. I'm going to mangle you green slime balls.
Big Apple, 3 a.m.
Sewer surfing.
You want to know why the Super Nintendo is the best version of that to play? Because you fight a boss there and it's fucking Rat King.
I know.
And then you fight Slash instead of the Goop Monster.
That's why I always say I like the Nintendo version of the arcade game. Because you
Yeah.
fight the Snow Tiger.
Yeah. And all the Pizza Hut ads.
Yeah.
Because there's what? There's the first Turtles game, which is the one that we played for 1UP Cup. The second one's the arcade, and then the third one's Manhattan Project, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Manhattan Project's okay.
Yeah.
It's hard, though.
I remember.
It's like my least favorite Turtles one.
My cousin had it, and I remember trying to play it and just being terrible at it. I forgot about this dick.
Fucking Luca.
Dudes, they're getting away.
Dudes, like totally.
Yeah.
Also, Bill and Ted 3? Seriously? Did you know that's happening?
No.
Yeah. It's
I
like
did not know
very
that.
seriously happening.
They Melvined me. That's one of my favorite. No, that when they're playing Battleship. No, they're playing the electronic football, and he's like, "Best 5 out of 7." Damn right.
Who's this bitch?
Oh, that's. Oh yeah, I forgot about her.
Wait.
What?
Wonder. Unite hand. There you go.
Catch that shit.
Like this whole section is like one of my favorite parts in the game.
Show me your move.
No, this is Bayonetta. This is like the final part of Bayonetta, where you fucking guide that missile into God's face. This is literally what
totally
it is.
fucking do that.
That's literally what
It's
this part
not-
is.
It's
I
not a
know
lie.
that. I know that is not a lie, and that's what makes it so fucking funny.
And you can't shoot anything, so you just gotta dodge this shit.
Yeah, I see that now.
Dodge
But
the
she's
hits.
helping you, so you gotta like just watch out.
Platinum Games, you minx. I like that the fucking jets are hearts.
Oh yeah, everything about this girl, like it's like a heart design.
Yeah, that's wackadoodle. Do you guys remember that movie Rockadoodle?
Rockadoodle. And
I think we both just thought of that at the same
Yeah.
time, Belichick. That was pretty classic.
Rockadoodle and Rover Dangerfield.
Oh god. Greatest thing alike. What the fuck was that?
Oh, you gotta aim it right there. Up. Get that shit. Penetrate
It's
that
only a
shit.
meter wide.
Right into God's face.
It's only a meter wide.
Fuck you, God.
I could shoot womp brats.
I haven't had
We already
sex
made
in-
that Star Wars reference.
I haven't had sex in a while, but is that what happens? You
Is that how sex
glow like
works?
that, and
That's how sex works.
like an amazing light that comes out of the ground. It's like,
Whoa!
Dude got fucked up.
He took a sword to the face.
He really did.
Hey, wake up, assholes.
There's your other guys.
Sacré vert, Mondo Rouge. Catching a ride on a missile is not my
Lemmings was fucking brutal looking though.
Yeah.
Some of the stages were like you were like looked like you were in hell.
Yeah. That's why I remember humans being like that as well. Like, it was just like endless lava pits.
yeah, hi.
You know what we need to play on this channel?
What?
Fucking Lost Vikings.
Oh fuck that game. You have that, don't you, Bird?
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you play? Now I don't know if you can on the console versions, but I know on the PC version you could play it 2-player.
No, I think
Yeah.
the Genesis one was 2-player.
Was it?
Yeah. You have to climb up on top of that.
Do you have to punch it with a
Yeah,
hammer?
you have to basically finish the job since it didn't go all the way through.
You have to finish what you started.
Okay, hold on. What?
It's weird to get it, yeah, because like that thing's in the way. But you have to form the hammer and then
Form of wiener.
There we
you
go.
You got
yeah,
it.
you have to go like the full way around, like to make almost a full circle. With
Yeah, fuck your shit.
There you go.
Fuck yeah. This is the only
Fuck
way.
you till you love me.
I'm gonna fuck you till you love me. This is the only way I imagined this going.
Okay.
When do you get the fucking White Tiger Zord?
That's not coming up for a while, I don't think.
With the guy with the big claws?
Wonder White, yeah.
Oh shit, it was all of them.
Yeah, it'll show you which ones are going to go off, but once all of them pretty... I think when it's on this last section, they just all go off. So just do it a couple times and then jump off.
Jeez, you're getting rocked.
There you go.
It's the jump off. I will reference Wu-Tang Clan as much as I can on this show.
Oh shit, I read a thing on Cracked where Wu-Tang has more original words like in their whole collection than Shakespeare.
Yep.
What are you gonna do, ugly? Shake your broken
I think like in the
Because
top,
I think of all
Yeah.
the members of Wu Tang, they have like the highest collective vocabulary of like any other rap group.
yeah, it's like the top 10 lyricists, like lyricist rappers. Like the top 10, like 3 of them or 4 of them are from the Wu-Tang Clan.
This is your first and only warning, Invader. Surrender your arms or you force us to use force.
You don't know the meaning of the word. Allow me to demonstrate.
It's gonna what?
He's going to fuck him up, that's what.
Dun 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 dun. Metal Gear Ray. You know what the one thing that kind of pissed me
Fucking
off?
turns into giant metal
Yeah.
Orochi from fucking Okami.
I think this one's called Orochi too. Oh no, Daiji. Yeah, you do fight Orochi again.
The one thing that kind of pissed me off about Revengeance is that like you spend all of fucking Metal Gear 2 being completely terrified of Metal Gear Ray.
Yeah,
then, like,
you
within
make
the
it a
fir-
bitch.
Then like in the first 6 minutes of Revengeance, you're just like, you're a bitch.
I was kind of annoyed because I was at Kmart not too long ago, and they had Metal Gear's they had Metal Gear Revengeance for like $4
Jesus.
on Xbox 360. And I'm like, I want to play this on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Because I've played like every Metal Gear game on PlayStation. So I was like, I don't know, this will feel weird playing it on an Xbox. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
And they only had the 360 version. I was so mad about that.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Because, well, was that the one... that wasn't the first one to be on 360, was it?
Yeah, because then they eventually put out that collection.
Okay.
But Metal Gear Solid 2 was for Xbox.
Was it?
Yeah, because again, my friend Tim had it, and we used to play it on that one. That's the only time I ever played that game was on the Xbox. It was on the original Xbox. We used to play that one.
Did you ever beat
2?
You
No,
still haven't beaten 2?
I still haven't beaten 2. Because like whenever he had it for Xbox, we would play the first chapter, which was the oil tank, the first chapter, and I never played any further than that. Not the oil tanker, the
big ship where
the
you
big
play
shell
a snake.
or whatever it is. Yeah, the section where you play a snake. Yeah, that one.
Maybe you take pictures of guys' butts.
Yeah.
Otacon tells you he knew all along. That's the fun. I think that's the funniest part about that.
Or whenever you're riding and you can go into the locker and see pinup girls and like kiss them.
Yeah.
The best thing for these guys is the whip, because you can pull them out of the ground sometimes.
Oh, okay. I didn't think about that.
Because if you can see their tail, sometimes if you like hit them, it'll grab them out of the ground.
Yeah. Fuck them up.
And I think it stun locks them too. Like the
Oh,
whip
he's dead.
usually like stuns them. Or it does some like kind of damage towards them. This part's kind of annoying though because he keeps doing it. Like he keeps summoning the little snakes for you to fight.
Run, motherfucker!
You can use the hammer to block those too.
Yeah,
Like-
just...
I forgot to mention earlier, you can do it like you did before. But
It's
it's
just
best
kind of
to-
like I was already in that, but I just...
yeah, it's
trying
best to stay the whip form just for these guys.
The music's fucking sick for this too. Something we don't often comment on.
The music in this game is like great though.
Yeah, it is. Oh,
Yeah, when they stick their little tails up, yeah, that's when you can do it.
It's very intensified.
Music intensifies.
Music intensifies.
And Wonder Red comes in and he changes the tempo.
My senses are heightened.
I was saying that it was me, Arlie, and Marcy. We went to this yogurt place like in Monroeville, and they had Teen Nick on,
Oh
and,
god.
and they were playing Degrassi, and it was
Oh, God!
they were playing Degrassi, and it had captions. And
The
we're like,
old Degrassi or
no,
the
it's the new one.
Okay.
It wasn't Wheelchair Jimmy Degrassi. It was like the new
See,
one.
Wheelchair Jimmy Degrassi isn't even the old Degrassi.
No, I know it isn't, but that's the only Degrassi I've ever watched.
Right.
But
Wheelchair
I watched.
Jimmy.
I remember when I was up at Penn State and I was living in college. I would stay up and watch Degrassi because they had it on. They had it on Teen Nick and they played it on something else like late at night too. I think they had it on fucking Fuse of all things.
yeah, no, they played it on that. But they were playing it, and there was no sound. It was only had captions.
Uh-huh.
So we're watching it, and it was like this episode where there's like these girls hanging out in like the gymnasium or whatever, and they're like all smoking in the gym. They're all bad. They're being bad, and then they're hanging out, and then the two girls are like just like, oh, I've fallen over, and they're like all like hanging on each other and everything, being all weird experimental high schooler girls, and like there's like no captions at the point, and I just I was like, the next caption will be lesbianism intensifies. And then they made out! They fucking made out! I'm like, yes!
Oh god. That's so good. Lesbianism intensifies.
Shoot the shit out of him!
Wow, this is like the most rail shooter part of this whole game.
Yeah.
Like,
Dragon Balls.
Ah!
Did I not?
Oh, you had it.
how many series of Dragon Ball was there?
3
Because there was Dragon Ball Z,
in Dragon Ball GT. Yeah. And now they did Dragon Ball Kai, which is basically Dragon Ball Z, but with like all the filler cut out. So if there's like a fight scene that takes like 20 episodes, it's like cut down to like 5.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's
Like
awesome.
it's like a shortened version of like Dragon Ball Z, which is so much better.
I could only imagine that it would be infinitely better.
Yeah, it's. I watched like a little bit of it, but I'm like, I
Okay,
can't.
why are we talking about dumb shit like fucking Dragon Ball? I want to go back to talk about Degrassi.
Why do you want to talk about Degrassi? Really? You want to talk about Degrassi? How much do you really need to
I
talk
don't know.
about
I
it?
just wanted to say that I actually fucking watched that show. That's all.
I only had to watch it because an ex-mine was like obsessed with the show. That's the only reason I watched it. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. He was fucking intense.
Dragon Ball Pass. Yeah, I think we've talked about Dragon Ball on a couple occasions on the show.
Well,
I love-
carrot cake.
Because I love Dragon Ball. Like, Dragon Ball was like my favorite.
I hear that's the one, like, if I'm gonna watch one, I hear that's the one I should watch,
Yeah.
but I'm also kind of lazy.
No, it's understandable, but it's the better one because it's shorter. It's like the shortest, like, one out of, well...
Because I know Dragon Ball Z is just unnecessarily long.
Yeah, well, because the creator wanted it to end after Frieza,
Yeah,
but it just went on for no reason longer than that.
yeah. Because there was Frieza, and then there was,
Cell,
and...
then Boo.
See, I don't even know that far.
Yeah.
That's how
Here's the
much
thing.
I didn't watch that.
I don't know when I made this joke, but I don't know how it took me so long to get the joke. But there's characters in the Boo saga, like there's the Boo saga starts out. There's this weird like evil wizard guy, and his name is Bibbidi.
Jesus.
You see where I'm
didn't
going?
Tell me that. It was like Bibbidi Bobbidi and Boo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it for the longest time. I'm like, oh, this is stupid, because Bibbidi gets killed like way later, like way before Bobbidi even shows up, and then Boo shows up, and I'm like, you motherfucker.
That's dumb. Dumb. That is the dumbest thing I've ever.
Like, I'm all for like shitty puns in games and shows and stuff, but that was stupid.
That was a little much. I do believe that is the lamest pun I've ever heard.